Hello, Capricorn. This is Casey. I'm here to do your April 1st through 15th love reading for 2020. Okay. First card up is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. The other is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay. Okay. First tarot card up is the High Priestess. Okay. The High Priestess is the knower of secrets. Okay. To me, it's like the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is keeps a record of everything we think, do, say, contracts we made with people, things that we were going to learn. Okay. There's lots of things going on behind the scene that you don't know anything about. Follow your intuition and follow your knowing, okay? Pay attention. Listen. Oh, take time to be quiet and listen to the universe, okay? Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is accumulation of all your prosperity and abundance. This is everything coming in. Total fulfillment, happy family, safety, security, tangible assets, success, forward movement. Okay? This is everything. This is having much more than enough. Look at the little fat rat. He's got much more than enough food to eat. Now, make sure that you stay grounded to Mother Earth. Okay? Keep your head grounded and be realistic about everything. Okay? Now, this card is telling me that this person, this is the 2 of Pentacles. This person is so busy trying to balance their prosperity and abundance, their finances, whatever, and trying to find their happiness at the same time. Now, he's got his back turned to the ship coming in. He's got his back turned to the communication that's coming in. So this is telling me they're not open to receiving at this point in time. Okay. And then in the past, we have the 5 of Wands. This is somebody that's stuck in their head. It's like they're trying to figure out where they are in their life, what they want from their life, and they're just stuck in their head. Everything's all in their head, all in the air. Okay. Can't make choices, can't make decisions because trying to figure out exactly where they are. And it's funny because Capricorn, especially men, have a tendency to be very slow about making decisions. So this could be a very, very long process, okay? In the now, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. We've got 2 5s in a row. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, this is a lack consciousness. Again, it's something that you're focusing on, something that like, I don't deserve this, or it won't work out, or if I do this, I'm just going to get hurt. Something like this. The universe is trying to bring in a new energy for you, but you're so stuck in this lack consciousness that you're not allowing something to come in. Now, if you do allow something to come in, we have something wonderful come in. This is showing that, you know, you make these choices and decisions. We've got an 11-11 card that says you're on the right path, but it's also following your heart. This could be a marriage card. Okay. Now, it needs to start out with communication. This is new beginnings of new communication, of truth being spoken, okay? The little birds represent like Twitter, okay? But it is definitely communication and truth being spoken and communicated. In the future, we have the 6 of Wands. There's lots of cleansing and clearing going on. Okay, this is moving out of troubled waters into smooth waters. And I love this card because she's in charge, okay? This in the traditional decks, there's a man rowing the boat, and the woman and the child have their scarves pulled down over their head and they're hiding down in the boat. But this person is empowered. She's halfway there, okay? She has taken charge. She knows where she's going. She knows what the obstacles are. She's ready to move through this and just clear it all out, clear it away, okay? Like I said, moving out of troubled waters into smoother waters. But she's very much aware of what she's facing and she's ready to work toward it anyway. She thinks it's worth it. And this could be male or female. Now, we have the 10 of Wands. This is, you're done with carrying the burdens. Okay? Tired, exhausted, just feel like you can't take another step anymore. Okay? Now, the universe is here giving you unconditional love and support. This is somebody that's very, very faithful. But you're just, yeah, you're ready to walk away from the burdens. You're cleaning up the last of the burdens and you're getting ready to move forward into something new. And you want to move forward into building something with somebody. This is moving forward, stability. Look at, he's a craftsman. He's building what he wants. He's building his dream. He's building his desire, okay? Focusing on one thing at a time while he's doing it, but it's definitely building a solid foundation. Now, where you're at now, I have the 2 of Cups. This is 2 people coming together in a love relationship. Very, very, it could be twin flames, okay? Or very, very, very close friendship. The environment around you, something long-term stable. Okay? It's very, very slow moving. The thing is, the little rabbit represents dealing with fears. There's some hidden fears that are going to come up. So it's probably a good thing that there is, hey, Brittany, there's a good thing that it's a slow moving energy. That way you can deal with any fears that come up, any blockages. You know, communication is important. If you've got things that are coming up, make sure that you talk with your partner about things, you know, instead of just burying everything deep and dealing with everything. And I also have in my playlist, a playlist under classes, there's a technique in there called the bubble technique. It helps you clear fears. Okay. And that's one of the things I teach my people. In your hopes and fears, we have the Death card. Transformation and change. There is no death. It's only transformed from one state to another. This is you making changes in your life. Yeah, I can understand you've been scared. Is it just over relationships or is it just everything that's going on too, hon? Let me finish this and then we'll talk, okay, hon? Okay. This is you making choices and decisions. This is you transmuting situations, okay? This is definitely moving forward. Yeah, I know, and we're all getting bombarded. Okay, this is the 8 of Cups. This is walking away from a situation that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. Now, what's interesting is I have it twice in the end. This is in the result. Now, in this one, he's walking away from something that's no longer emotionally fulfilling, but he's doing the same thing here. But look, he's walking into something better. Okay? And that better is the Ace of Pentacles. This is new beginnings. Okay? Prosperity, abundance, success, happiness, happy family, joy, everything. Okay? We just have to be patient. We have to focus on what we want. Okay? So we can bring it in. We're all light workers, hon. We need to focus on what we want rather than buying into everything we're being bombarded with. It's like I caught myself watching all this new stuff, and I don't even have TV. I don't watch TV, and it's like I was mesmerized, and it's like, why am I even watching this stuff? I know better than to buy into all this stuff, you know. Okay, last two cards we have is moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you want is fine. And the last one is gentleness. Strength is gentle. True kindness has wings. Love and action endures. I know. I'm trying to hold the light. I caught myself posting a bunch of stuff on Facebook and stuff too, and I thought, what the hell am I doing? We are here. We came to experience this. Okay? We all came to be here at this time to experience this. The last time this happened was 500 years ago. And that was the Reformation. And that changed the whole world. We're going through the same thing again. Things need to be shifting. Things need to be changing. And a lot of people being made aware of how we are affecting Mother Earth. You know, Mother Earth is going to fight back at some point. I remember being at a psychic fair one time, and we were doing a prayer circle, an Indian prayer circle. And I said, well, I want to thank Mother Earth for letting us be here. And somebody snickered, you know, and I said, well, you know, if you think about it, Mother Earth can shake us off anytime she wants. Oh, honey, it's just going to make us reprioritize everything. Quit your worrying, hun. Quit your worrying. Focus on a very happy, loving, caring society. There's a lot of good people coming out. There's people, look at the creativity that's coming out. I read some posts on a woman that decided that she's going to make masks. She contacted a company. They're doing experiments on how to make regular cloth masks more protective. You know those blue towels that they have in the mechanic shops? If you use those, it filters out a lot of stuff better than some of the other materials. They're experimenting. They're trying things. There's people stepping forward. The Denver Mattress Company is stepping forward. They were looking at the way the masks are, and they said, oh, we've got those materials here. So now they're making masks for the hospitals, and they're making gowns too. They've totally reframed the company. Plus, they're still ready to make, they have disease-resistant mattresses they make also. You know, it's bringing out the creative in people. And just remember, hon, the opposite of love is fear. It's not hate, because underlying all the hate it all comes back down to fear. Okay. So we need to focus on the good things. We need to focus on the good people. There's a lot of creative things coming out. Yeah. And a lot of people want to make masks. A lot of people are getting together to do things. You know what I thought was interesting is I saw somebody took an old bra with the padding in it, and they made a face mask out of it. I said, that's creative. I never would have thought of that. And it's probably more protective. You know, it's a lot more protective than using the, just the cloth. And I said, dang, I just threw a bunch of bras away. I've been going through and cleaning every room in the house. Just spring cleaning, you know, and trying to get the readings up, and and people have been messaging like crazy, you know. So it's like, I do think we will have, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Now, I do recommend everybody think about starting a garden because I think that there's going to be a lot of shortages of food. because a lot of the crops right now, there's nobody to pick them, but there are still illegal aliens out there working to pick the fields. Yeah, they're working to pick the fields, you know, to supply us with food. And these are the illegal aliens that they keep complaining about. Well, those people are keeping us fed right now. I'm trying to. So I had to clean out my storage, and I had like 6 containers up. I have a little tiny room, and it's my arts and crafts room. Girl, I have probably 500 metaphysical books. Honest to God, I need to go through and organize them, see if I want to get rid of any of them because I'm running out of room. But I found some of my arts and crafts. I want to start. I do paint. I'm going to start doing some paintings. I want to do one for each one of the astrological signs because you know how, when you look at it, I want to have a little picture for each one of the astrological signs. I found a couple pictures that I'd like to do, but right now I'm in the cleaning mode. Yeah, and Hay House right now has some books, Kindle books for $1.99. If you like healing stuff, they have the Medical Mediums Liver Cleanse book for $1.99, plus some other interesting ones. What else? I know, and I went in and bought some more cards. It's like, no, I have too many cards already. So, yeah, and I need to, finish some other things, but it's just, I just spent the first 2 weeks walking around here because I was just so bombarded with all this energy, and it's like, okay, I need to ground. I need to center myself. And then I said, okay, I'm telling everybody else, what's on your bucket list? What's one of the top 5 things you've been saying that if I had time, what would I do? And I thought, well, I need to work on that room. That when something's a mess, it weighs heavy on you anyway. It's like carrying around a heavy energy. So I have got rid of so much stuff. It's just crazy. But I don't want to get rid of my books. I'm a bookworm, and I'm probably about 40 books behind that I bought, and it's like, no more books. So, and I've been working with a couple people that have been messaging me every day, and they haven't known what to do with themselves. I said, well, I tell them, well, what have you been wanting to do for years? One of them is, one of them's a workaholic. She's going in and redrafting everything that all the procedures that her company is doing. And another one has ordered a bunch of art supplies, and now she's doing paintings. It's, yeah. So it's, and a lot of people just aren't taking it serious. Just remember, you're not stuck at home. You're not stuck at home. You're safe at home. Reframe that thinking process. Yeah. And hon, that bubble technique is there to help clear some of those fears. I've been clearing a lot of stuff that's been coming up. And I did try. Okay. So there is a guru. He says this virus is a life form too, and it doesn't know that it's killing anybody. It has coexisted peacefully for centuries with animals. And now that it's jumped to the people, it doesn't understand that it's killing its hosts. And I thought, well, that really does make sense because everything is energy. So I went in and tried to go into the energy and talk to it. girl, I'm going to have to get a bunch of people together to do that because I was just so overwhelmed. It was just everywhere. And I tried telling it that, just be aware that a lot of the people that you're trying to live in are dying, and that means you're going to die also. So I got my message out there, but it was too much for me to do by myself. So I was just totally overwhelmed, but I made an attempt anyway. So, and when you're feeling fearful, expand out. I don't know if you were on here when I was talking about it. You just expand out. You just close your eyes and visualize your energy field, and then just expand it out to the room, to the house, to the block, to the city, until you keep expanding out into the universe. You get to a point in the universe where you just leave everything behind. Okay? You can find some clarity in thinking. You can find that sense of peace. Okay? And latch onto that sense of peace and bring it back with you. Of course it does. Of course it does. And fear lowers your immune system. Fear lowers your immune system. So and my daughter was crying today, my oldest daughter. She says, I miss my kids so much. You don't understand. And I thought, yeah, I haven't been a mother to 4 kids. They're all over the place. They don't call. They don't come over. I'm pretty much isolated and by myself all the time. I keep myself entertained. But that's another thing too. You can't love somebody else until you love yourself. You have to be able to find peace with yourself, be comfortable with yourself, be happy to spend time with yourself, keep yourself entertained. It's not much different than what I do anyway, but I'm just comfortable with who I am and spending time with myself and learning and doing my readings. And, you guys are all like my kids. I try to teach you guys things and help you. And so this is something else to think about. Take the time to scan through your life. Okay. Scan through all your timelines and start reclaiming your energy for all the places where you can think where you have given away your energy to other people. Okay? Go back and reclaim your energy. And I tell everybody, yeah. My sisters were 15 and 13 and a half years older than me. So, I was home all the time and yeah, I was the only one at home. So, yeah, I understand. But, and I do recommend everybody, if you got time, to go in and watch The Dark Side of the Light Chasers. Read The Dark Side of the Light Chasers. I don't know if that book's on sale at Hay House or not. Sometimes they have the audio version for $5. Oh, you're the oldest now. Yeah. I was the youngest. And my kids the oldest 2 are 22 months apart, and then the younger 2 are 17 and 19 years older than the oldest ones. So apparently I didn't want to be by myself, I guess. So, and the youngest one's been gone maybe 4 years now. And then the oldest one moved in. Oh. I said, okay, universe, you really got a sense of humor here. I get rid of the youngest one and think, yay, me time. And then the oldest one moves in, the oldest daughter. And it's like, wow, you really got a sense of humor. And that's funny. She'll probably watch this because she's a Capricorn. Oh, no. Both my girls are Capricorns. My younger daughter just posted a picture of a guy with like 20 cigarettes in his fingers and then like 5 cigarettes hanging out of his mouth. And she says, what it's like to deal with a Libra, because I'm a Libra. And I said, oh, hell no. I said, I raised 2 Capricorn daughters and they're crazy. Absolutely crazy. I said, I got the gray hair to prove it. She didn't make any comments after that. So don't forget, we got the bubble technique to clear stuff. When I start feeling overwhelmed with stuff, when I start running into those fears, like I said, I pull the bubble technique out. Yeah, one of my grandsons is the 26th of December. We have a lot of Capricorns. Yeah. So it's like, it's been interesting. And then I have the oldest is a Pisces, and he knows everything. He's intuitive, but he does have to deal with ego a lot. And he was yelling at me today because he went in and watched the tarot and talk we did on Sunday, and I did some healing work on there. And he says, Mom, you're putting yourself out there a little bit too much. You're going to get the attention of some people that are not going to be real happy about you going in and doing energy work. He goes, it's not the first time I've got the attention of the dark side. When I first started out, we were going to metaphysical classes. That's where I learned to meditate. Her name was Yvonne Chardello, and she said she was a walk-in. And I didn't know what the heck a walk-in was, but she taught us classes for 2 years. And that's been 40 years ago. And everything that came out of that woman's mouth has been confirmed over the last 40 years. Everything. Even my oldest son said, yeah, everything she ever taught you. She's the only one that was ever right on everything. And she told us, one of the things she told us is just remember, rely on your own intuition. Don't rely on tools. But what do? I rely on my tarot cards. She goes, because if somebody comes in and takes your tools away from you, then you're not going to think you're going to be able to heal and stuff. And I always remembered that. And then I've learned all these other healing techniques where you have to have symbols and you have to have this. And it's like, no. The thing is, we have the ability to do everything. We have all these gifts and talents and abilities. It's what we allow ourselves, what we believe that we can do. It's all choices and decisions and the programming, okay? We all have the ability to do healing and do interpretation and gift of tongues and everything that the Bible talks about and more. Jesus says you can do all these things and more. She tried to show us the way. That's why they didn't understand what he was trying to teach, So just remember, hon. So I think if we're going to do any healing work from now on with anybody, they're going to have to message me and we'll have to go on Skype or something, because I sent out a link to Dr. Joe Dispenza's messages from the universe, and they shut down my messenger. And somebody else said, yeah, my pastor tried to send out something 2 weeks ago from Dr. Joe Dispenza, and they locked down his messenger within 2 minutes. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with what he's saying, So my messenger's been locked down for 2 days. We'll see how long it takes to come back. So we just have to be careful about what we talk about and stuff we do now. So kind of feel like we're being regulated a little bit. So I don't know. Just remember, hon, you can use that bubble technique. That clears stuff instantly. Any of those fears. Just remember the story you tell yourself. Okay, that's huge. All those stories that we tell ourselves, all those belief systems, all those programming. We need to clear all that stuff. We need to get away from this programming, these belief systems that we've been instilled with, so we can be the light workers that we came to be. We came here for a reason. Like I said, we came to go through this. We came at this specific time. This is some major changes, and our souls thrive on stuff like this. Physically, we may not, but our souls do, You okay? Uh-oh. You okay? Oh. Nope. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Come on. Can you breathe? Huh? You okay? You breathing now? Huh? Sorry about that. Yeah, we all came in. You okay now, huh? You were starting to choke, huh? You was going to have they call them reverse sneezes, where they can't breathe. You okay? You breathing now, huh? Okay. She's like, you got me out of the warm bed. Yeah. I tell people all the time that, nature doesn't need us. We need nature. And us shutting down. Look they had like 6 million endangered, they had a bunch of endangered species turtles. 7 moons. Okay, let me tell you about the turtles first. The endangered species turtles are on these islands, and they figure they're going to lay 60 million eggs between all of them. So, and of course, not all of them make it, but it's an endangered species. Okay, 7 moons. So you actually see 7 moons? I would think that's 7 months, but are they all full moons? I keep thinking there's a Native American reference to that, and I can't think of it right now. Okay, so maybe it's 7 months, hon. Does that correspond to anything else that you saw in your dreams? And my son asked me this morning, he goes, are you having some really intense, weird dreams? He goes, because even one of the news anchors was talking about that, about having some really unusual, weird dreams. And my niece is, we just got notified that I'm online. 34 minutes later. That's funny. So 7 moons. What else were you doing in the dream? I know they're coming in and talking to me because I get bits and pieces of it. They're teaching me something. They're educating me on something. But to me, that seems like there's 7 months, 7 full moons. Yeah. Well, don't forget that we have a moon in Libra this week. Yeah, this week. That's supposed to bring in some shifts and changes. So, yeah. I turned that volume down earlier. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Somebody left a comment. Completely resonates. Who was that for? Leo. That's funny. Black and white dream. Is your grandmother still here? I just turned that off. Why are you not turning the ringing off? It says it's off. Like an old TV show. But it was real defined, huh? I have had some interesting experiences where it's like an old time movie, yeah. In the different shades of gray. No, she's not here. Houses. Was your grandmother's house something very stable for you? You were walking in front of it. That's funny. I'm getting more men watching. Because I think I don't know. My niece called me the other night and asked me some dreams, and it's like, yeah, she's not there. Yeah. Her dream was purple the other night. She was dreaming that something came through a purple symbol in the sky and was asking permission to come into the house. Now, if something comes in and asks you permission to come in, don't give it permission to come in. But they were trying to come in through one of her little boy's room. And he's usually the one that tells her that God says this and God says that. And so that was interesting. But to me, purple is transformation and change, transmutation. You can use the violet flame to transmute karma. So you were walking in front of the house, but you didn't go into the house, hon? But I'm not good at dream interpretation, but it's... But a lot of times if you talk to it, it'll start making, talking about it. Sometimes it makes more sense. Because sometimes I have dreams of my first house that I ever owned, and my dog that I had here would show up there. Yeah. But you were walking, yeah. It's almost like it's your stability, huh? You're more observing it. We do have another person here. You're welcome to come in and talk, join our conversation. So are you a Capricorn too, Brittany? Seems like I have something to learn from Capricorns. Both my daughters, I told one of some of my friends one time, I said, what did I ever do to deserve two Capricorn daughters? And she says, go in and look at your astrological chart. I bet you anything that Capricorn's in, Mars is in Capricorn. And I went in and looked at it, and she was right. She says, Mars is usually how you act. So I don't think I act like a Capricorn. I'm too obsessive and look for balance and fairness. And I don't know if you've been on when Taddy has teased me because I get so obsessive about balance. I was telling her the story about if I eat M&Ms, I have to line them up in twos, and I have to eat one on each side. Everything has to be a balance. She says, oh, I am never going to get over that one. Suppose I should let you go tonight so I can go in and I should do one more reading tonight. And then I could finish up the last two tomorrow, and then Monday work on the general readings. Well, I'm glad we got a chance to talk. Don't forget Tarot and Talks tomorrow night. And don't be afraid to not speak up and talk about things in there, because I know everybody has gifts and talents. And that's like I told Taddy, I don't care if you let other people know you do readings, because we're all here to support each other, Okay, you have a good one tonight. And let's see, I think I'm going to go in and do what? I think I'll go in and do Sag tonight, because otherwise somebody's going to be messaging me, because I always do Sag last. So you have a good night, and we will probably see you tomorrow night, hon, okay? And if you have anything you want to talk about tomorrow night, we can talk about it, okay? Because it's Tarot and Talk. It's not just tarot readings, okay? And maybe we can get a group of people together and send out messages to this virus, because I was just totally overwhelmed. I was protected, but I was just totally overwhelmed trying to do it. Okay, you have a good night, and namaste, everybody.